Hi, in this video, we're looking at linear sequences, number patterns. So what is a linear number pattern? It is a pattern that has a first common difference. Let's look at 7, 11, 15, 19 as our sequence. We're going to find the common difference. So we got 11 minus 7 is 4, 15 minus 11 is 4, 19 minus 15 is 4, verifying that this is a linear number pattern because the difference is common. We know that 7 is term 1, 11 is term 2, 15 is term 3, and 19 will be term 4. Now, the general equation for a linear number pattern is Tn is equal to Bn plus C. Our mission will be to find B and C. Now, B is equal to the common difference, which is 4. We're going to replace B with 4. That gives us 4n plus C. Now, if we substitute n, which is 1 in term 1, in this, we will get b times 1 plus c, which is b plus c. And that has to be equal to 7, which is our first term. So we have an equation b plus c is equal to 7. We're going to replace b with 4. And we have 4 plus c is equal to 7. Taking 4 on the other side, it becomes negative. 7 minus 4 is 3. And that gives us our formula 4n plus 3. Note, you can also find C by inspection. If we know that Tn is equal to 4n plus C, if we substitute n to be 1, 4 times 1 is 4. Remember, we want to get 7. So 4 plus 3 will give us 7. So this is known as our formula, n term or Tn. Looking at the formula, Tn is equal to 4n plus 3. With this formula, we can find any term. Example, term 100. We will substitute 100 for n. We'll get 4 times 100 plus 3. And that gives us 403. Another question, which term is equal to 203? Remember, in this one, we want to find out the value of n. We know that Tn is 203. So we're going to form an equation. 203 represents Tn, which is equal to 4n plus 3. Take out 3 on the other side, it becomes negative. 203 minus 3 is equal to 4n. And that gives us 200 is equal to 4n. Dividing both sides by 4, we end up with n to be 50. Looking at another example, we have 25, 22, 19, 16. So remember, a linear number pattern has a first common difference. We need to verify this. Finding the common difference, 22 minus 25 is minus 3. 19 minus 22 is minus 3. 16 minus 19 is minus 3. Confirmation, it is a linear number pattern. So, what is the general formula for a linear number pattern? It is Tn is equal to Bn plus C. From the previous slide, remember that the value of B is represented by the common difference. So B is negative 3. We're going to substitute that in. We're going to get Tn is equal to minus 3n plus C. We now need to find C. So we have two ways. Remember the formula that B plus C is equal to term 1, which is 25. Substituting minus 3 for B, we get minus 3 plus C is equal to 25. Taking minus 3 on that side will become a plus 3, giving you 28. So our formula is minus 3n plus 28. Remember, we could have done it through inspection. Minus 3 times 1 is minus 3, and we want to get 25. So minus 3 plus 28 gives us 25. We're going on to a different type of problem. So let's investigate term 1, term 2, term 3. If we find the difference, we would get term 2 minus term 1. And here we have term 3 minus term 2. Remember, in a linear number pattern, the difference is common, so we can equate and say that term 2 minus term 1 would be equal to term 3 minus term 2. So we can conclude that if we subtract any two consecutive terms, like term 100 minus term 99, would be equal to term 3 minus term 2. So if we have a question that says solve for x in this linear sequence, so what do we know about the sequence? Term 1, term 2, term 3. And from the above, we know that term 3 minus term 2 is equal to term 2 minus term 1. And that is because in a linear number pattern, the difference is common. So we can equate that. And we're going to implement this. So we're going to have term 3 minus term 2, which is x minus, we're starting with 30 minus x minus 3. We'll keep a bracket because the negative will change your sign, is equal to term 2 minus term 1, which is x minus 3 minus 14. And we're now going to distribute the negative sign, which will change your signs. We'll get 33, and that is a negative times a negative is a positive 3. So 30 plus 3 is 33, minus x is equal to x minus 3 minus 14 is minus 17. Taking your x's on one side, minus x goes on that side, becomes a plus x. X plus x is 2x, and 33 plus 17 giving me 15. I'm going to divide both sides by 2 to find x, and that gives us x to be 25. Thank you.